Hello there, Aries. Welcome to 11 Empaths Tarot, guys. This is your reading for the next 10 days, and this is for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's see what messages pop out for the sign of Aries. Let's take out the first card for you. The first card we have is the Devil. Then we have Six of Pentacles, and next we have for Aries is Death and Rebirth. Okay, so I think Aries, you are dealing with some kind of situation here which is not very healthy, and I feel like I think you need to look into these things which are not working out for you and which are not healthy for you, and it's like you're still engaged in those practices, those behaviors which are going to be extremely harmful for you in the long run, Aries. So I feel like uh, there are some challenges here for you in the next 10 days. You're being asked to look into what behaviors and what uh, things are there in your life which you know are actually quite toxic for you. These things might be things which you may have started, you know, just for some fun, or the things that you started because they made you happy uh, for a while, I would say. But it's like the devil represents things which are very addictive and are bad for us. It's never the healthy. Uh, it's never a healthy thing to be addicted to. You know, certain things in our life. Like it's like you have addictions and you have problems. There is something here which you are almost bound to, because this thing gives you, I would say, short-term happiness, and it's like you are addicted to it now. But what's happening here is that this thing is going to harm you in the long run, and it's kind of harming you at some level at this point also internally. So you need to look into such addictions, behaviors, or things which you know are basically unhealthy. It can be a relationship also, um, which is probably unhealthy for you. Can be your own personal behaviors. Maybe um, it's almost like you have become a slave uh, to this thing. This thing has gained power over you, which is way too much. It's like you're enslaved to a particular habit or a behavior or an addiction or a relationship. Like, take it how it resonates with you, Aries, but you are enslaved to it. It's like this thing has control over you, over your reason, over your ability to think what's best for you and what's not. So you need to look into it, and you're being asked to watch out for this kind of uh, thing in your life which you know is very unhealthy, and it needs to be taken control of. You cannot let anything which is unhealthy overpower you, okay? So be careful here about that, Aries. Next we have the Six of Pentacles, and we also have the card of Death. So I would say that it, you know, Six of Pentacles is a card of sharing, and you can see how this person has um, enough money to be able to help others, those who are in need. And but this person is also holding, as you can see, a balance in his hand. So Six of Pentacles can also be about maintaining a good balance when it comes to your money or any situation in your life. In fact, it makes a lot of sense that this card shows up right after the Devil, because the devil represents imbalance of energies. It represents how something is totally out of balance in your life and how it's harming you, and how you need to bring better control and balance into your life. This thing can also be related to your finance. Perhaps you have certain habits which are not good for you or not good for your finances, but you have not been able to free yourself from such habits or from such perhaps spending habits. You have not been able to free yourself from them because they bring you some kind of, I would say, happiness. You've been spending your money on wrong things perhaps, and what you're being asked to do at this point here, Aries, is that bring balance into your life. Make sure that if there is something which you like to do, for example, uh, but you're doing it way too much, you're doing it so much that now it has started affecting your finances in an adverse or negative way, then you perhaps need to take control of the situation so that you can bring balance and in your money matters, and so that you can realize that it's okay to spend some of my money perhaps towards something which I like to do, but I cannot do it beyond a certain limit. So I think you need to set a limit. You need to take control of the situation rather than allowing this situation to take control of you. And for others of you, I would say that you're being asked to, balance your money well, balance your finances well. And if you have enough, first of all, if you have enough, so you can take this card as a message to perhaps pay attention towards donating some of it. And if you have um, enough money and you know somebody who is in need, and you can help them, you can also donate to charities. It's like you're being asked to, get in touch with the generous side of your personality and help those who are in need, because you have perhaps more than enough for yourself. And sometimes it can also mean whatever it is that you have plenty of. It's not just money, it can be perhaps you have a lot of time, perhaps you have a lot of kindness. So share it. It's a good time to share your time or whatever resource that you are very well provided with. You are supposed to perhaps give some of it back to the society and help those who are in need. And yeah, I just can't stop looking at this balance because this whole thing came right after the devil. So yeah, take control of the situation, balance things out, and as far as your money is concerned, please try to maintain a good balance between your spending and saving habits. It will be good for you in the long run. With the death card here, I would say there is definitely something here in your life which is coming to an end, because death is the card of the end of one thing and start of something new. So yes, there is a situation here which is coming to an end. For some of you, I'm also getting this message that perhaps there is an unhealthy habit that you have constantly spent your money on in the past, and finally this situation is coming to an end for you. It's like you have spent your time, your resource, your money generously on something which was very unhealthy for you, Aries. And I think in the next 10 days something might happen which will lead to the end of this cycle or this whole situation. So yeah, these are the messages I have for you right now. Let's take out some oracle message for the sign of Aries. What's going on with Aries? Give me some more messages. We have new beginnings. You see, death and rebirth is there. So one thing is ending and another thing is starting up for you. This fairy godmother heralds the joyous news of a new baby or the birth of a cherished idea, protect and nurture your ideas as you would a baby. I think you're being asked to pay attention to the new beginnings and new ideas that might come to you in the next 10 days or even after that in the near future. So you might receive some kind of good news uh, regarding something, uh, you know, something which is a new start in your life. It's like you may even get some kind of idea which you know can become extremely beneficial for you in the future, and you're being asked to nurture this idea, to protect this idea, and protect it as if you would protect a newborn baby. So this is something extremely valuable. This is something which might become which extremely important for you in the future, something which can grow and yeah, something which uh, can promise you a good future. So pay attention to that. Let's take out one more card for you. Next we have is abundance. Prepare yourself for incoming abundance. Release any mental blocks you may have. In fairyland and in human land, there is enough abundance for everyone. So I think be very mindful, Aries. In the next 10 days, you may actually receive an extremely good money making idea or an absolutely beautiful business idea or something, whatever it is you do, some idea related to that which will allow you to do your job in a better way. And you need to nurture it, you need to protect it. You don't have to go out and share it with everyone. Just keep on working on it, keep on nurturing this idea, and then make a proper strategy and start working on it. And you will have everything that you may possibly need or want, and you have a lot of abundance coming your way. So it might be related to that also. Take it how it works for you, but you definitely have good things coming your way. I think with the end of something which is unhealthy and something which has been taking and taking from you, something which was unhealthy, and you've been giving it a lot of your time, resource, and money. So I think with the end of that, you are moving towards something better. You are moving towards abundance, and you have good things coming your way, Aries. So thank you, and please like and subscribe. And yeah, these are the messages for now. Thank you, and bye bye.